Hi everyone, I'm Megan and this is Beguiled by Books, a community of book lovers and word nerds. Today I've got some recommendations for books you should read while you're traveling. Let's get started. Before we get started, one more friendly reminder to use the pinned comment below or the link in the description to sign up for my upcoming course, The Growth Library, a book-based blueprint to wisdom and well-being. It's going to be a great course. I take 12 science-heavy nonfiction books, distill them down into their actionable insights so that you can shortcut your way to success without having to read all of those books. I'm excited to have you over there, and I can't wait for you to join the waitlist. Now, let's talk about some books to read while traveling. I do two things a lot and very well. I travel and I read. This is one of my favorite combos of both of those worlds coming together. And traveling is such a joy because I'm at heart an introvert. I love sitting at home and reading books. No surprise there. You probably do too, and that's why we're here. But I also really love traveling and seeing the world and seeing new places and getting to know the local cultures wherever I am. And that could be the local culture of New York City, it could be the local culture of middle of nowhere, Nebraska. It could be a foreign country, like anywhere on the planet. I love going everywhere. It's really fun. But whenever I travel, I always like to make sure that I have at least one book that I'm reading for planes, trains. I can't read in the car, so audiobooks sometimes, but I like to make sure that I don't break my reading just because I'm traveling, because those two parts of my life are so intertwined. So I get asked a lot, what should I read when I go on my next vacation or when I go on my next trip? And spoiler, it depends. But depending on what you're doing is how I like to figure out what I want to read. So for longer trips where there's a lot more variety of activity, I might want to read some shorter fiction books where I can just read snippets and kind of get through some books amongst my activities that I'm doing. Some good examples of this are some books like The Forest Brims Over. That's a really fun, weird book, but it's very short and easy to get through. Light fiction is always really good. I really like Mortal Follies and Confounding Oaths. I recently read both of those while traveling to Idaho. I had a lot of downtime in Idaho. It was a very low-key trip. So there wasn't a lot of running around doing things and being exhausted at the end of the night. So that was the perfect middle ground of light fiction and fun, but still meaty enough to keep me entertained for a week or 10 days. Really fun stuff. If I'm going on a much shorter trip, like a 2-day work trip or something like that, I kind of just keep reading whatever I'm reading. I try and always have an e-reader with me just so I have 400 or 500 books to choose from at any given time. Sometimes I bring a physical book, and sometimes I buy a book at the airport and just let see what the vibes, are and where that takes me. That's always fun. When I'm doing something like a work trip or something that requires a bit more mental effort, I try and stick with actually nonfiction. That might seem counterintuitive, but I tend to like reading memoirs around that time. So you maybe know some of my favorite subgenres of memoirs are chef memoirs. So a book like Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain or Eat a Peach by David Chang might be amazing. I just got the book 32 Yolks by Eric Ripert. Super excited to read that. And I have just so many more that I could read. So there are a ton of great things like that. So if you like something like that, if your brain works in that kind of way, where like you need to be super task oriented on your travels, a lighter nonfiction book might be good. If you're going on a getaway to a beach or to the mountains, and the whole purpose of the getaway is to just veg out and rot, bring your big books. That is my favorite thing to do. Bring something like the Legend Born series by Tracy Dion. Bring something like ACOTAR or Fourth Wing. Just really sink into those big, thick, heavy books that might be intimidating when you're running around on your day-to-day life just trying to survive. Believe me, I get it. But that is the greatest kind of travel when you can just bring your stack of big, big books and just burn through them while you're chilling out, doing nothing, ordering takeout. Hopefully your partner's cooking for you. Maybe you're having a little reading retreat with your family, like whatever that magical moment is. That's when I love bringing those big, big books and really sinking into them. So, quick recap, it really depends on what you're doing. But for Trips where there's not a lot of activities planned, that's a great time for some light fiction. You can pop in and out of it based on what your day to day is. For more task oriented, like work travel, I love sticking to the light nonfiction, your chef memoirs, your regular memoirs, whatever that is. Maybe a nature book. I love nature books about mushrooms and birds and fun things like that. Those are really good to read on work trips. And I've got a ton of recommendations in the description below that I'm sharing, so please check those out. You'll love all of them. And then, of course, for your longer, more relaxing vacations, bring the big ones. That's absolutely the right time to read those big, thick books that you've been waiting on. I've got some down in this stack over here that are really, really thick that I am super pumped to bring on my next big vacation. So, looking forward to seeing what you share with me in the comments below. Please let me know some of your favorite books and types of books to read while traveling. If you found a book or liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Sign up for the waitlist for my upcoming course, The Growth Library, in the pinned comment or in the description below. And I hope you have an amazing day.